you ever hit me again!
Chief, I think we got a hit on our hands.
MeTV Fresno, now on Comcast Channel 187.
Hi, I'm John Malos, and welcome to this edition of Connect with Me, live on the showroom floor at Ventura TV. Today, it's Ask an Expert Day. 436-ME-TV, hit option 11. Don't wade through the message, just hit 11 immediately. Today, who are we talking to? Two experts in the housing market. It's on the way up. Back with your phone calls in just a moment. It's amazing. Today we're going to be talking about the housing market right here in the Central Valley and those looking to buy homes. Hey, they're still waiting for the outcome of that vote on Measure G. Nobody knows what's going on. The two sides were separated by 272 votes, the yes with a very slim margin. But of course you have the absentee, the provisional ballots. We won't know anything more about what's going on with that vote until sometime on Friday. The Fresno County Registrar, Brandy Orth, it's a nightmare over there trying to go through each and every ballot with a fine-tooth comb. There's no doubt about it. But that directly ties into our subject today, and I'm talking about home sales, and they are, I guess, from what everyone says, all the experts are talking about home sales, specifically here in California. They're going through the roof. Let's go to the videotape and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Cash buyers. Yes, cash buyers accounted for about a third of all home sales in California in March. That's roughly 34%, more than double the average. Cash buyers are buying up everything, including foreclosures, that according to the source DataQuick. It used to be that putting, 10, 20% down on a house, that was no big deal. Now you may not even get into a home with 10 or 20 down. Cash buyers are coming up with no contingencies, according to some agents. Some real estate agents say that they haven't seen cash buyers to this extent for the better part of 40 years. This home sold cash buyer in Northwest Fresno. People are taking money out of their retirement accounts, the IRAs, the 401ks, and investing in real estate, and that's driving prices up. Live in our studio right now is Jeff Kreiter. He is from G.J. Gardner Home Builders on your left. And, of course, Dan Cheney. He's been here before, a return guest from Century 21. He is out of Sanger. We're going to take your phone calls at 436-ME-TV. Remember, don't wade through the recording. Hit option 11. ASAP. Hit 11. Don't wait. Just get in. We'll get you on the air. If you have a question about home prices, if you're a seller, if you're a buyer, hey, it appears to be a seller's market right now. You won't believe the numbers that we're going to show you in just a moment as far as the price of a median home right here in the Central Valley. We're back with our program in a moment.
Frigidaire. We introduced the first home freezer, the first pulsator agitator washer. And now we introduce the Frigidaire Orbit Clean Dishwasher, designed with a unique wash arm that gives you 4 times more water coverage for a consistently better clean. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Back here with our program on Connect with Me, live on the showroom floor at Ventura TV. And of course, home buyers are at a disadvantage right now because the sellers have the advantage. Home prices are going up. They have been. Our two guests today, Jeff Kreiter from G.J. Gardner Homes, of course, the home builders. Good to see you, Jeff. And Dan Cheney, a return guest. How are you, sir?
Good to see you.
All right, good to see you guys. Hey, let's put that graphic up on the screen one more time. Cash buyers. I'm talking about cash buyers here in the state of California account for about a third of all sales right here in the state of California, and that adds up to about 34% of all buyers in California for the month of March 2013. That was only a couple of months ago. Where are these people getting this cash? Who wants to lead this thing off? Dan, why don't you go?
A lot of our investors are getting their monies out of their retirement accounts or out of their, let's say they have monies in a T-bill,
Okay.
money market certificates, which are paying virtually nothing. Okay, they're paying 1 to 2%.
Right.
You take that money and you invest it into a single-family residence, and you can easily get 12 to 15% return.
That's amazing.
If you invest it into a triplex, you can maybe get a 20% return. Okay, so those returns are much better than having your money sit
Over the course of time, you're getting 20%. You're not getting that right
Annually.
away. Yeah,
Annually.
annually.
Yeah,
Now,
so
over the course of
annually.
time. That's better than what you can get in a T-bill, better than what you can get, say, in an IRA or even a CD.
Yes, much better.
Yeah. So, you agree with that? Mm-hmm. You do?
Yeah, we
Pretty much.
get cash buyers. We don't always ask them where they're getting their money from, but we've had a big increase in cash buyers.
Yeah. Why do you think that is, in your opinion? Do you agree with Dan?
Yeah, and they figured out that it's time to buy, and they can invest in real estate because it's only going up.
Uh-huh. And so, out of those cash buyers, what's the percentage that you're seeing?
I would say it's close to 1/3. Yeah,
Close to a
would-
third,
yeah.
you'd say?
I would say that. Yeah. From what
And
we're
you,
getting.
as a home builder, are you building more homes here in the Central Valley?
Oh yeah, we're probably double from last year.
Double. What's the reason for that, do you think?
We've wondered the same thing, but I think after the election, it's like the spigot got turned on, and it just in January it just started flooding in.
I wonder why that is. I mean, what's the reason? I mean, we've been down in the housing market for so long, since 2007 or 8?
2006, 2007. One of the reasons is a lack of inventory. If you
Okay.
have no, there's always going to be demand.
Right.
If there's no inventory, then all of a sudden your prices are going to go up, and you're going to have more people coming out to shop for homes.
Right. Now, I want to show a piece of videotape because this figures into the equation too. You have a lot of houses that go up for auction. It's like a bidding process, okay? Companies are coming in, buying it, you know, they're not necessarily individuals. Let's roll the videotape and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Videotape is behind you here. Here's a house that was up for auction. It was like a bidding process. How many of those situations are you seeing?
We're still seeing foreclosures, not as much as we have before. Okay, and
But people coming in and they're bidding on a house. Highest bidder gets the house. Are you
generally,
seeing?
generally what's happening is most lenders that take a home back in foreclosure and put it back up for sale, what they do is they allow the first week or 10 days for a first-time home buyer to purchase. So they're trying to give the opportunity to a first-time home buyer, an owner-occupant, as opposed to an investor. If it doesn't sell in the first 10, 15 days, then they'll open up to investors, and then you'll see people bidding on it.
Right, and this home here was they put this up for bid. It was a bidding process, and the highest bidder won out. I think the highest bid, I checked on this house, and I think the highest bid at the time, a little while ago, I think on this particular home that you're seeing here was roughly $200,000, and that's probably average. But are you seeing that on new home sales, new homes being built, that there is a bidding process? People are coming in saying, hey, I'll give you $400,000, I'll give you $500,000, no, I'll give you $600,000.
Not so much in new, but they're much more determined now when they come in to buy. They know what they want, and they're not waiting for 4 or 5 months to make decisions. They come in, I want to do a house, and design it, and they go.
What turned the corner, in your opinion? You said January. What turned the corner? What's the reason? Somebody's got to have an answer.
I know. I've wondered the same thing. I think, like I said, it was the election and then more people getting in the market, so you start feeling comfortable.
But people had less money in their pockets after January. They took more money out of the payroll tax.
I know, but everybody's been holding back for so long, and after a while, you can only hold it back so long, and it's stacking up, and people are still coming into the market wanting to buy homes. That didn't stop, and then all of a sudden it just started flooding.
All right. Now, how long was the lull for you? How long did you go without building homes here in the Central Valley?
We never went without building any, but
the lull, there had to be a lull.
Probably about 3 years.
Yeah, and how low was that?
Our worst year, I think we did 2 homes in my office.
Really? You only built 2 homes?
Yeah.
And what year was that?
I think it was 8.
2008. Mm-hmm. And you've seen a steady
increase since then.
Climb. So how many are you building now?
On
average a month?
We'll do 50 this year.
Okay, so you're going to do 50. And your office is in what city?
I was going to say Sanger. No, Selma.
Selma.
Yep.
Are you having to go after buyers or look for sellers, or are they coming to you?
We have to go out and look for sellers, okay? The inventory is down, so we have to go out and seek out sellers. We do this with mail-outs, knock on doors, whatever it takes in order to get a seller to commit them to selling.
Yeah, so you're still doing your PR, your public relations, for the most part. Even though the market's going back up, it's no time to rest on your laurels, right?
Correct.
So you personally, have you done better in the last 2, 3, 4 months in selling?
The market actually exploded in May. It just took off, okay? We had an incredible May. In fact, the best month I've had in 5 years.
How much are you doing personally? How much of an increase, let's say? 50%, 100%?
I'd say 70%.
70% increase in sales?
Yeah.
Just you personally?
Yeah. And it's, it's coming from all aspects. Ag is really popping, okay? Residential sales, investment properties, we're even getting some commercial sales in there, okay? So all aspects of the markets are starting to hit.
Right. We're talking, of course, with Jeff Kreiter of G.J. Gardner Home Builders here in the Central Valley, and also of Dan Cheney of Century 21. He is out of Sanger. The telephone number here is 436-ME-TV. Hit option 11. That's 11. Don't wait for the recording. Just do it immediately, and we'll put you on the air if you have a question about selling, buying, whatever predicament you might be in. Back with more of our program in just a moment.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Warning, warning. Danger, danger. A Strange World is on MeTV.
A world somehow like ours, but of incredible darkness and fear.
What is the show called?
It has been called many different names by many different cultures.
Oh, I know. It's called Lost in Space. Saturday at 8, 7 Central on MeTV.
And back with Ask an Expert Day here on Connect with Me, live on the showroom floor at Ventura TV, Comcast Channel 187. And we're talking about home sales today, and of course, the market has been way down the past few years, and especially those people that say, I owe more money on my house than my house is worth. So what's up with that? And so, Dan, have you seen a change? There's a slight change in that.
Yeah, what's happening now is we're seeing appreciation. So what happens is a house that might have been worth $150,000 5 months ago now may be worth $170,000. If they had if their debt was $190,000, now they're approaching a point where their debt is going to be close to what the value of the home is, and they may not have to do a short sale anymore. Okay. In fact, they may be able to go ahead and refinance at that point and be able to go ahead and get out of their problems for a refinance.
Okay, so you're seeing a lot of that right now.
A lot of that right now.
Because of the low inventory and everything else that's going on.
Because low inventory and high demand, you're getting prices going up, and they're jumping at phenomenal rates.
On average, before this spike, how many short sales were you doing?
At one point in time, we're doing 40%.
That's amazing. Now it's down to what?
I'd say maybe closer to 20%.
20%. Got a call coming in here. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. How are you? Speak up.
Yes,
Go ahead.
my question is, after 2 years of losing my home in foreclosure, when can you actually go out and start looking again to purchase?
Okay, ma'am. If your home if the home you lost had an FHA loan on it, generally it's 2 years, ma'am.
Every what?
It could be 2 years.
Did you have an FHA loan?
I did.
You did. Okay, then it's 2 years according to Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the call. I appreciate it. So people that lost their homes 2 or 3 years ago, let's say they had a different loan. What if they didn't have an FHA loan? Then what?
If it's conventional, sometimes it's longer. Sometimes it may be a little shorter. There's a lot of circumstances that play into this. There are some people that lost their homes that would sell their home on a short sale and never be behind in a payment.
Well, what about people that lost their jobs and lost their homes at the same time? Now they got a new job. Okay, you go in for a loan, they're going to say, let me look at your work history. And is that going to play as much a factor?
Yeah.
That's going to be an issue.
That'll be an issue because, of course, the lender is also looking at his job history, his job security.
Right.
So that'll be an issue.
All right, more numbers we want to put up on the screen here, Jeff. This is from DataQuick, and it's interesting. These numbers here in the Central Valley, we're talking about the prices of a medium home here in the Central Valley. Let's take a look at the numbers here. Now, this is from April to April, 2012 to 2013. The average price a year ago in Fresno was $140,000, up to $170,000. That's a 21% climb. In Clovis, it was up by 9.44%. Sanger, a little higher, more than 21% it went up. In Selma, it went up 5.24%. Kingsburg, it went up 10% plus. Look at Friant, though. A year ago in April, it was $127,500. Now it's up to $400,500. That's a jump of more than 214%. The only thing that I could find here in the Central Valley was Kerman and Reedley, down 17% plus. What do you make of those numbers that we're looking at right there, Dan?
A couple things. So first of all, there is I can address Sanger's a little better because I live in Sanger. Okay, there is a new subdivision in town. Okay, in fact, Jeff's subdivision in town, their pricing on their homes start at 180 and go up to about 220, 230. Okay, and he's got the only subdivision in town right now, so he's selling quite a bit because of the demand. So that's going to skew the numbers because of the fact that most of his product is at the higher end.
Right. It's amazing, though, the jump in Friant, and even here in the city of Fresno, more than 21%, the average price of a median home jumping that quickly in just a year. That's what those numbers represent up on the screen. What about you? Why don't you chime in here, Jeff? What do you think of that?
It's what we're seeing. I mean, every month you're seeing a little bit increase in pricing. Of course, the materials are also going up.
But are you surprised to see those numbers jump that quickly?
No, because they were so low. I mean, when you have things that were so cheap and a lot of things were underpriced, you couldn't rebuild a home.
But is this a false indicator of what's going on? And are these prices inflated in any way?
No. You're catching up because the market needed more demand. The only way you're going to get that is building new homes. You couldn't replace at the same cost foreclosures were happening. So you had to have prices increase so you could start building again.
Are we caught up to where we were at one time?
As far as how much inventory? No.
What about prices?
No. We're still way
not even close.
No.
Huh? Not even close. Before we go to break, I want to put the inventory and prices up here. Let's change that graphic and we can take a look at that. Okay, now the average price. Now this is current. This has nothing to do with the graphic that you just saw because a year ago in June, okay, the total inventory was $785. Now we're down to $599. The price of a medium home a year ago, $184,900 in Fresno. Right now, it's up to $249,000. That is a major jump. We'll comment on this after this call. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, John. Again, two questions. I live on the southeast side of town, Easterby District.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot see these homes have gone up very much, if any. And I'm still waiting. Now, is that a issue where some parts of Fresno's homes are not going up? I don't hear that being, I don't hear that in the conversation, in other words. To me, it's not necessarily true that all the homes are going up because this place it's not happening yet anyways. That's the first question. Second question, will my home go up? when the shopping center goes up on Tulare and Clovis Avenue. Should that ever happen? I'm still waiting. So those are the questions, John, to your two guests.
Okay, I appreciate it very much. So what about that? He lives in Southeast, has not seen an increase in prices. Again, are we talking location? What's that all about?
That's the answer. The answer is location. Some areas of town, not all areas are appreciating at the same rate. Okay, Easterby is going up. Hey, it may not be going at leaps and bounds, but it's going up. She asked about the shopping center. The shopping center is proposed for the corner of Tulare and Clovis Avenue. That will definitely be a plus for her area as far as appreciation is concerned. Southeast Fresno always needed good shopping. They lack good shopping. That will be a positive
you
factor.
think that's going to drive the price up, a shopping center being there? It is. Why?
Well, now you have more facilities in that area, and it's more desirable. If people have to go out to go shopping somewhere, supply and demand. Do you want to live in that area? If not as many people want to live in that area, the price is not going to go up.
Interesting. All right, Jeff Kreiter is our guest from G.J. Gardner Homes. He is a builder, and also Dan Cheney, of course, a return guest here from Century 21 in Sanger. It's amazing to see those numbers. Gosh, I got to put those up again on the screen because I can't believe it myself. Back with our show here on Connect With Me in just a moment.
Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're the low-price leading brands reliable advice place. The Whirlpool Dream Kitchen Get Yours Today place. Check this out. Right now, get huge savings on select Whirlpool appliances and pay no interest when paid in full within 6 months. At the hometown low price, think outside the big box place. Since 1951, Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're working hard to be your place.
Back with our show here talking about home sales, and I do want to run a piece of video, guys, another piece of video where a home is up for sale, and I want to talk about the aspect, Dan, when somebody goes into a home, are they making a decision more quickly than they were, say, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, about a house, whether or not they want to buy it?
I think they are because they've waited for so long, and plus what adds to this is the fact that the rates are attractive. The rates are very attractive.
What are the rates right now? What are the interest rates?
You can get it in between 3.8 and 4%.
Okay, that's FHA or conventional?
Yeah, that's FHA, and it has inched up a little bit.
What about conventional?
Conventional, about 4%.
Okay, so they're still very, very reasonable. We got another phone call here. Just keep that video rolling there until it ends. And good morning. You're on Connect With Me. How are you?
Hello. My question was about this housing market. My brother and I own our own home, and I was interested. It went from a $258,000 home down to $128,000 with the crash of everything. And we were thinking about selling, and we live in a pretty nice area of town over by Granite Park. And I just wanted to know, would we be better off selling the house on our own or going through a realty? And who would be a good person to call for having the house appraised?
You're talking to a realtor. What's he going to tell you? You think he's going to tell you go sell it on your own? Come on. No, I'm just kidding. But, okay, well, I want Jeff to answer that. So is it okay to go ahead and try and sell it on your own? Because a lot of people try that, and they want to do that just to cut to the chase and not involve a realtor.
Right. Typically, what I find is, because I've had people that try and do this, you will get more if you sell it with a realtor.
Okay.
Because they're going to market it better, and there's so many laws and regulations that you could get yourself in a lot of hot water trying to do it yourself.
Is that right?
Yep.
A lot of paperwork, huh?
Tons
of paperwork. Legal type paperwork?
Yeah. And in the average person, I don't sell my own stuff. I have realtors that we work with.
Now, let me ask you a personal question. I'm not going to ask you how much money you make, but is it typically for any realtor across the Central Valley, if they sell a home, it's what, you take 3%?
6% to go in brokerage.
6%?
6% to go in brokerage.
Okay, but your cut would be what, 3?
If there was another broker involved, if there was a co-op, another broker involved, my cut would be 3%.
Right. But if you're making money and you're making money, it's good for the economy, it's good for everybody. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And you're right about some of the paperwork. It's mind-boggling. Good morning. You're on Connect With Me. How are you?
Good. I do have a question. I'm from Madera, and are the prices in Madera, are they going up also?
Dan, you want to take a stab at this?
The prices are going up all over the state, ma'am. All over the state, okay? And Madera's in the state of California, so you know you're going up as well. Again, as John mentioned earlier, it's all about location. It depends largely on where you're located and how your location compares to other locations in Madera, ma'am.
Okay, then thank you.
Are you looking to sell your house, ma'am?
No, I'm not. We bought a house 3 years ago, and I was just curious. We do live in a good location here in Madera, and I was just curious if the home prices, because I didn't see, you know how you posted up the homes?
Yeah.
Of how much they have. I didn't see Madera on there.
Yeah, I should have put Madera on there because we do have a lot of people in Madera. In fact, our signal goes all the way down to Atwater. But those are some of the numbers up on the screen right there. I don't know if you can see your television set. And, ma'am, I apologize for not putting Madera up there, but it has gone up as well. I did see that on the internet yesterday. And if you go to DataQuick, just Google that, and you can get all the data and the information about the pricing of a medium price home here in the Central Valley, including Madera, and what it's done in the past year or so. So if you can write that down, DataQuick is where I got my information from.
I will write that down. Thank you so much, John.
Yeah,
I love your show.
Realtors actually use DataQuick as a source of information, and it really is a good thing to look at. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it very much. Tell us about G.J. Gardner Homes. Where primarily are you building in the Central Valley? Where's your primary location that you're building right now?
Well, it's a franchise, so we're all throughout the state, from above Sacramento all the way to San Diego and to the coast.
But you're building in Fresno?
Yep.
Where in Fresno?
Sanger. We are building in
Southwest, Northeast, Fresno, where?
Everywhere. So it's a franchise, so we each have our different areas.
Okay.
But Clovis area, in West Fresno, Reedley, all over. International company? Yes. Originated where? In Australia.
Okay. And how long has this company been in existence?
Since '94.
Since '94.
Mm-hmm.
And
not my
no,
franchise,
I know.
but
yeah, you're not your franchise,
yeah.
but G.J. Gardner overall. Yeah. And so you're seeing a rise of how much in terms of home building? 10%? 30%?
I would say this year it's going to be 30 to 40%.
An increase over a year ago?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Any advice, Dan, on someone who wants to buy a home? Because now the buyer is at a big disadvantage.
If the buyer finds a house that he likes, he has to jump on it. Okay?
Don't wait.
Don't wait.
Because the price is going to go up.
And if he has to overbid, don't be afraid to overbid. Okay? The buyer has to be aware of one thing. He has a safety net. The safety net is the appraisal.
Right.
The property has to appraise. If he overbids and the appraisal comes in under his bid, there's a possibility he get it for that appraised value.
Do you still look for the foreclosed house?
You could.
You might get a better deal.
But you know what? You're getting traditional sales out there right now that are competing now with the foreclosures. Okay, so you're getting both. You're getting the traditional sales and the foreclosures that are out there.
See, this is what scares me. The increase in prices and values have gone up so fast that's a little scary, because now I'm worried that it's going to come back down again.
That's always a possibility. It's always a possibility. How whatever goes up comes down, whatever goes down goes back up. But
seeing it this much, this fast, this quickly, is that a bad sign?
It's a little scary, but it's going to level off. It has to level off. Okay.
Right. When do you think that'll happen?
That's hard to say.
Who knows?
Yeah,
huh? Who knows? It's like the crystal ball. Okay. Well, we wish both of you the best of luck. It is amazing to see those numbers. And again, my apologies to that young lady that called in. I wish I'd have put those Madera numbers up there. But Jeff Kreiter, good luck to you. G.J. Gardner Homes.
Thank you.
Continue building some good homes out there. Dan, you come back again.
Good to see you. Yes,
have you as a regular here. Dan Cheney from Century 21 out in Sanger. That's going to do it for us today. Hey, tomorrow's show, a very special guest. We're going to have two guests. We're going to go underground in Fresno's Chinatown, historic Chinatown that dates back more than a century. Underground in those tunnels. A lot of people have never seen those tunnels. Some people have. We're back with our show again tomorrow. See you then. Have a great day, everybody.
Do you like me?
Just like me.
Like Me TV Fresno on Facebook. Get the latest news, interact with others, watch videos, become a fan of me. Exclusively brought to you by Ventura TV.
Look at that. Isn't that a great layout? You son of a gun. This campaign is no good. No good!
Darren and Larry, the original Mad Men on Bewitched.